What up, everybody? Today we're back for another install video. Today we're at a different location. We're hanging out with our buddies from Resurrection. They're the guys who do all of our powder coating. We got another Sirius XM kit we're going to do an install for them. A little bit different than the design we installed on the Ranger. So we're going to give it a shot, see which one we like best. And right now we're just going to have fun taking the car apart. Alright, so we got our friend Jeremy here.
How's it going?
How's it going? We're going to start by, we got to take off the windshield and the lower intrusion bar, or dash bar as you want to call it, so we can access the pulse bar on these Turbo R's. So we're going to do a quick little time lapse of us taking the car apart, and we'll come back to the actual installation. The kit we're installing today is the Sirius XM OnyX EZ. It's a docking station style radio or transmitter. Just like before, we have antenna, power, and FM feed. So looks like a mess here, but we'll figure it out. Again, same like the other kit we did, you come with a ride command depending on what generation of ride command you have. There's two different style plugs, as well as the adapter for this one, since it's a 22. Since it's a 2022 model, we're going to use the black connector. So we'll plug this into the ride command, and then it will continue on with the rest of the harness. So to get your ride command freed from the car, it has 3 bolts that are holding it to this little bezel. Take those off, and you get a little bit more flexibility. I mean, Polaris has these wires as short and tight as possible. And I believe we got to get rid of this black, unplug this black one so we can get the new one plugged in there. So give it a shot. So we got the new XM ride command adapter plugged in there. As you can see, it's the black one, same as the factory location one. The OEM antenna feed is plugged in here, and the new cable that we got for the XM is plugged in there. Both antennas come to this FM direct adapter that allows us to tie it into one single port back on the docking station. So you still get to retain your factory FM antenna. So after getting the antenna wired up, the next thing we're working on is getting power to the head unit. So like most modern Polaris vehicles, they have what they call the pulse bar. It's got a key power, battery power, and a ground post all built in. And you can buy these cool little plugs that will allow you to terminate the wires and simply just plug it in the pulse bar, and you've got a good positive connection. In fact, right now Jeremy's putting that together on the power supply. He's already got one crimped right here. So they come in kits. You can build them yourself, or you can get the ones that already have the leads sticking out. All you gotta do is splice them together. Before we continue on, we want to make sure that we made our connections correct and that everything was working the way it's supposed to. So we've gone ahead and actually plugged in our power cable on the pulse bar and plugged in our power and FM and the radio, satellite radio antenna all in. And right now we're inside of a metal building, so not the best for signal quality, but we've set the station up and got the car on, and as I move the radio and for the XM antenna, you'll start to pick up signal. You'll see. There you go. Everything's working, so now we just got to button up the car and route the wires correctly to the final location and call this job done and get ourselves a beer. What do you think, Jeremy?
It's pretty easy installation, really.
Not too
bad
shabby
at all.
I think the hardest part was taking the dash apart and then also just trying to figure out where we want to mount everything, since these cars have real funky dash shapes. So
Not too many flat spots.
yeah. All right, let's button it all together. So we got all the wires tucked away, all the miles and miles of wire. They're all put away from any kind of sharp object or metallic. And eventually we'll have the docking station mounted up here on the dash so that it's easily accessible for Jeremy and Jamie. And the cool thing about this style of XM radio is if they're done writing, they can literally pop off the radio off the dash, take inside the house, and keep listening to the music where they were just listening to it in the car. So cool little feature with this model. Check this out. Looks like a complete car again. Interior's all put back together. All we gotta do is put the aftermarket cage dash bar. We're probably gonna end up mounting the antenna something like so. Trying to keep the wires nice and clean, tucked away, and should still have good visibility of the sky. So the last step that we did not show was actually how to mount the docking station to the dashboard. The kits come with a 3M adhesive pad that you can trim to fit, attach it to anywhere on the dash that's easy for the driver or for the passenger to run the head unit. And then the pad has a swivel that attaches to the back of the docking station, giving you more flexibility on where you want this thing to face. Heck yeah. Ended up mounting the antenna here on the outside by the windshield. Short little stubby. We might end up getting an Assault Industries bar clamp. I know they have one for the GoPro. It's the same kind of mount as the GoPro. And might change that angle a little bit different, but she's a done deal. Well, thank you, Jeremy, for letting me play with your car.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, time to finish clean up the mess and go home. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, drop us a comment down below. We'll see you out on the trail.